Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Dr. Wilma van Staden, and we will just shortly go through the Module 2's assignment. The easiest way for me is actually just to open it up as a download one to look at, but we can first just go through it, save it for your stream 1. So that's the NQF level 6, assignment 2. Is planning the development and use of a productive rainwater harvesting and conservation demonstration site. So that is your title, assignment 2, that. So you're describing your own and others' roles in the process and how you can build the process and the use of a site into your rainwater harvesting conservation curriculum or program. So here for stream 1, your report should produce 5 to 6 pages, and you have 11 sections that you will answer according to. And then for stream 2 NQF level 5, you have 9 questions, and you can produce 3 to 4 pages. Okay. So here I say so I would suggest that you answer each question under the number because it's easier that way. So let's look at the assignment on this side. So online course assignment 2. This assignment builds on the 2 reflection questions and provides opportunity to you to record and detail the ideas you have developed by the productive demonstration site you plan to work on with your identified group. It asks you to identify the potential members of a group and their particular roles and responsibilities in the process. It also asks you to describe your own roles and responsibilities in relation to the development and implementation on a plan for the site and how you can use this planning process and the productive demonstration site itself in your curriculum, your training program, or to share with other farmers. So all participants wishing to achieve road certification must successfully complete this assignment. So stream 1, we start with 5 to 6 pages, the composition of a collaborative group you intend to work with in planning, developing sites. So that is, who are you going to work with and where do they come from? So you have maybe a community member that's part of an NGO, or you are working with your students. And then the roles, responsibilities that will be adapted by each member of your group while you are then developing your demonstration site. 3, the history of a site regarding land use and food production. Is it clear? Is it a garden already in use that you are going to implement rainwater harvesting conservation practices? The vision for use of a site. So what is it going to look afterwards? What do you want to plant? What do you envision this demonstration site to achieve? And then number 5, the rainwater harvesting conservation practices that you are going to implement in the site, the information and materials you drew on in making the decision. So that is the resources that you use. So for instance, the handouts on like the rainwater harvesting conservation handouts. So let's say that you are using drip irrigation in your site, then you will also have those resources that you will be using. Planning process you intend to follow. So what is a planning? What is your schedule? When are you starting? What are you doing? So it's a planning process. Then the initial plan for the site. What is the site going to look like? And so the plan of a site itself. And then how you intend to ensure the sustainability of a site. So how are you going to make sure that the project continues? And your own, and that is a difficult one, your own roles and responsibilities in the development process and ensuring the future sustainability of a site. And then how you will integrate the development and use of a site into your rainwater harvesting curriculum. So that means, so now you've got your site and how are you going to use this when you are developing your curriculum or your teaching program? So you can use your demonstration site as a practical space where you can install rainwater harvesting conservation methods. All right, so basically for the next one, stream 2, assignment 2 is the same questions. It just ends at how you will include the development and use of a site in your rainwater harvesting information program. So they're basically almost the same. The NQF is just slightly a little bit different. So that is assignment 2. And that is assignment 2. And if you have any other questions, you can just contact me or Lawrence. And I hope that it's made it a little bit clearer. But if you look at download model criteria, that will give you a slightly better idea of how to do it. So for me, I would say write your name and surname and then the title, assignment 2, but also make sure that you say stream 2 or stream 1, very important. And then your first number is for composition of collaborative group of planning and developing the site has been, okay. So the first title, the composition of a collaborative group. So that's it. Number 2, the roles and responsibilities. Then you write under that. The history of a site, then you write under that, it counts 5 marks. The vision, that counts 5 marks. Rainwater harvesting practice that you are going to implement. So you write about that, and you should give a couple because it does count 10 marks. Then information and materials drawn on. So that's where you say, well, these are the resources I'm using, the Rainwater Harvesting Commission resources. You give examples, or you say that you have made your own pamphlets, or you have other resources that you use. So that's also 10 marks. In planning process, intend to be followed. So what is the process that you're going to use? So the heading is planning process. Number 8, heading, initial plan of site. You describe your site. 8, a plan to ensure sustainability of a site. Also 10 marks, so you need to focus a bit more on that. Number 10, participants' role and responsibilities. So what are their responsibilities and their roles in developing process? And then the integration of a development and use of a site in the rainwater harvesting and Commission conservation curriculum is explained. So number 11, integration of a development demonstration site in curriculum. So here again, we say that we're using it as a practical activity. So to install that. Right, well, thank you very much. And I hope that you enjoyed this and it's a bit more clearer for you now. And then we'll see you at the next session. Have a great day.